Sure. We're right in the grind now. So Big 12 has started. We're going on the road tomorrow to Iowa State. And so, this young team is starting to figure out what it's really all about. Continuing to make progress every week. I'm happy with what we're doing. We just got to give it some time, and we're going to really like what this turns into.
Sierra getting recognized today by the Big 12. How would you say she's been doing this season?
Yeah, I just found out about that, and so that's pretty impressive for to be recognized twice this early on in the season. And it's also a little bit rare when we didn't win last week, and so good on her, and she continues to put good numbers up.
With Reagan out, who do you think really stepped up?
Yeah, we've seen Callie really take on a bigger role probably the last couple of weeks. The way she played against Baylor was outstanding, and just this glimpse of what we know she's going to really turn into. Houston was a tough matchup for all of our outside hitters, and so that's the ups and downs of being a freshman. But overall, her once we've gotten her that real playing time, and she just eats it up. But she's so low key and just puts her head down and works every day. Just a really fun kid, but I'm happy for her for sure.
You guys really rallied in that fourth set. What do you think changed that momentum for Houston?
The whole Houston match was, first of all, it was a missed opportunity. Houston honestly wasn't playing that well in the beginning of the match, and we just couldn't serve a ball in, and we kind of gave that first set away. The third set, we had intermission, and it was more just, me taking the team and just trying to just calm down, just relax, and just we were making it into more than it needed to be, and we had lost our composure, and it wasn't the team that I knew. And then we responded really well from that. And so, that the way we played the last two sets, that's exactly what we were hoping for the first two sets, and I think we would have had a better outcome. But just this team is always receptive to whatever the message is. They want to get better. They want to win right now. They're doing all the right things, and they just got to put it together for the entire match.
And now moving ahead to Iowa State, what kind of challenges does that team pose?
Yeah, they're very fast. They're really good at what they do. Iowa State is consistently this really good system-based team, and they just never beat themselves. So they're very fast, really good setter and really good libero. So they're always in system, and you got to be ready to play. Good crowd there. They draw well, and it's a fun environment. But they're very good this year.
Iowa State's entering with the top offensive hitting percentage in the Big 12. What does the preparation for that look like for you guys?
Yeah, it's easy to say, well, we got to take them off their game and get them out of system, but that's a challenge in itself. Their passing is so good. So really, it's going to be, number one, we have to be offensive and help negate what they're trying to do. We got to match some points for points, and then we got to defend them when they're fully in system, and that's always a challenge. But that's really what it's going to take.
And then Tech is currently sitting at second in the Big 12 for kills. What do you think's contributed to that overall?
Yeah, I didn't realize that. I honestly haven't looked at numbers this week yet. But, we know that our offense has gotten better as the season has gone on. And compared to the last 2 years, this has been a big focus of us to get more terminal and put more arms on the lineup. And we're seeing that. And so I really think, what Reagan and Callie have been doing has been big for our outside hitters to score more points, and then Addie's been that consistent second option as well.
And then the beginning of these games have been a little bit on the slower side. What is something you look to improve to help that out?
Yeah, we've been talking about that a lot. The beginning of matches, especially in the afternoon matches, we have not been good. In the earlier matches, in the evening matches, we've been much better. And so we've been talking a lot about that to the team and with our support staff, just trying to figure out what it is about with this team in particular that's not, we're just not playing as well in the beginning as we should. And so we'll figure that out pretty quick, yeah.
And then the team as a whole, like the morale, what would you say the morale is like with the team after losing the first two conference games?
It's great. Honestly, this team is They understand where they're at. They know that they're going to get better as we go. This team takes more extra reps after practice, seriously, than any team I've ever had. They really are serious about what they're doing, and the team in general. They're really upbeat, and they keep plugging along. And so, Houston was tough because we know that was a match that we really could have gone in there and taken. And just to see them after the match and just, they're still engaged and there's no quit in them at all. So, things are only going to get tougher from here just because that's the Big 12 this year. But I think they've got the demeanor to handle it. Cool. Thanks, y'all.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck.